Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have T-Vast versus Iceman33, and this is a post-BODE format video. This is still TCG format with just some post-BODE stuff. This is also going to have the Megaton stuff in it, so, there might be cross-out in this video. And with that being said, let's hop right in. So, we're going to go ahead and see Iceman win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and they're going to go first, 40 versus 41. Opening hands, we have Pudding Cess, Promade, Crossout, there we go, Crossout, Petting Cessor, and Prosperity. So, interesting that they're playing 41, especially because, you really want to see your starters and you really want to see Crossout. I wonder how the list looks, but they open up no going second cards here, and then they have Ash, Ecclesia, Adira, Instant Fusion, and Sudden Shift. So, they are on the Tenyi build, it looks like, but they're still playing like Ecclesia and Instant Fusion. Instant Fusion and Ecclesia is like a really cool like combo. Well, not really a combo, but they have like an interaction, because when a fusion sent to graveyard during end phase, you can add this back. So that can work out pretty well. But they're gonna summon effect, tribute, and then special summon out Moyi effect, reveal the Adura, and then summon out a token. And then get rid of those to go for Synchro, Yi 2, and Synchro 1. So go ahead and chain block. So they're going to draw and then go search. Okay, so they're going to search and then go draw. Alright. Personally, I like doing it the other way around. It's like, depending on what you draw, it could change on what you search. But they're going to go ahead and do that. And then can also keep you protected from like Ash more. They might not want to Ash this in case if you have Gamma. But they're going to go ahead and activate Appears. And then Appears will go search out Long Young. It's kind of crazy how like Gamma has like changed the way that hand traps are used forever. Even if the opponent's not playing Gamma, you could still play around Gamma. And then that's going to make, like, even though they're not playing Gamma on their list, it's still, like, changing the way the game is played, which is, like, really cool. I like that. Long Young, discard, and then special summon out, and then bring out a token. Get rid of those for Floor, and then you're going to get Long Young effect. Go ahead and burn. And then they're going to set the sudden shift, and then pass turn. Draws into an imperm, so that's pretty good. They can go ahead and use that in trades, so go ahead and trade with a negate there. And then activating Petting Cessor, so special summon itself out, and then effect to try to go search. They're going to chain Synchro to negate that effect. And then activate Prosperity, and then that's going to banish 6, chain Ash, and then chain Crossout. Go ahead and banish Ash from the deck to negate the opponent's Ash. And then look at the top 6. So we are going to see they are main decking Lancia. That's interesting. I don't think you really need to main deck this for Crossout. Because the opponent is never going to be main decking Lancia, right? Like you could just side in a Lancia to beat Lancia, because like Lancia is actually not horrible against this deck. Like they go ahead and like set up like a hoot cake play or something, then you can Lancia hoot cake, which is pretty cool. But looking at those 6, they're gonna go ahead and they're gonna grab the Angeli, then put back. The Ash doesn't get put back. Yeah, that was banished off a Crossout. Yeah, definitely just a misplay there. I don't think they're trying to like cheat or anything. Tribute, bring out Hoot Cake, and then activate Sudden Shift. That will target the Synchro to go ahead and destroy these 2. And they go ahead and admit defeat. So broken deck, it's trash. I wouldn't say Xiangzhen is a trash deck. Especially like in comparative to like Madolche. But if you compare it to like Prank Kids and Tri Brigades, I'd say it's definitely worse than those decks. But, by the time that Xiangzhen comes out, there's going to be a ban list, so comparing the decks doesn't make like too much sense. Sit in, not really. Nib is strong. Yeah, I agree. Droll is Drill's decent versus this deck. It's not like a broken card. And then we're going to see Madolche go first. Opening hands, we have Prosperity, Messenger Lotto, Goes in Match, Hootcake, and Lancia. So, again, keeps Lancia in. I guess versus like this matchup, we did see the Audora game 1. Oh my gosh, Lancia is actually crazy versus this hand. They open up 2 Tenyis and an Evenly, so this is going to trade well. Wow. Yeah, that's actually going to be pretty good. But they open up no hand traps. They open up an Evenly as they go in second card. And then activate Prosperity. Banishing 6. And then go ahead and look at the top 6. So we need to see like a starter here or something. They see, oh, they're playing Small World. Does this come out in Burst of Destiny? I actually am not sure when this comes out. I think it does though, right? Wow, probably does. But this is good here. So they're going to go ahead and grab Small World and then put back the rest. And then activate Small World, reveal the Messenger Lotto, and then they're going to show a card from deck. They're going to show Skullmeister. So if you don't know how this card works, it's like really confusing the first time you read it, or the first time you read it. The part that you really have to like focus on is the part that says exactly one of these. So it has to match the card in attribute, level, attack, or defense. It can't be like multiples of those. So as you see, attribute, level, attack, and defense, Messenger Lotto and Meister only match up on the level 4 part. And then Meister and Petincessor only match up on the level 4 parts of those. So they're going to go ahead and grab. And then, well, I thought they get banished face down. Yeah, banished face down. Yeah, so these are both supposed to be banished face down. That is definitely a misplay. Imagine if you could banish those face up, though. That would actually be really cool. You could probably find some, like, thunder combos or something. Something wild. Or like a, what's that card's name? Like a Necro face. Like, banish. But they're going to go ahead and special summon out. And then activate the effect. I actually want to read over this one more time just to make sure that, like, they did this correctly, because I only read this card one time before this match, and that was on stream for like 2 minutes. Also, if you want to check out my Twitch, link down below in the description. But it says reveal 1 monster in your hand and show 1 monster in your deck with the same type. So go ahead and show level. And if you do, banish the revealed monster face down, so the card from the hand gets banished face down. Then add 1 monster from the deck to the hand with the same type, attribute, level, attack, or defense. Exactly one of these as the shown monster. So the shown monster is the one from the deck. So that is the Meister. So yes, they did resolve this correctly. Just wanted to make sure so that way someone didn't resolve this correctly and then like the whole comment section's like, oh, you're dumb, DB. But they're going to go ahead and special summon effect, special summon effect tribute, and then that'll bring out the Hootcake. And then Hootcake effect, banish from the graveyard, special summon out Messenger Lotto effect, go grab. I think this card is going to be really cool. They could definitely help out some decks for sure. And then activate, overlay, go for the teacher, and then they're going to set goes in, end phase, effect, detach, and then effect, go ahead, shuffle back, effect, go set trap. And then pass turn, draw instant fusion. So they're trying to go into battle phase here. Then activate evenly, and then chain Lancia. Said, lol, what? Just 1 for Small World. I hate DB. I mean, to be fair, it's like also good versus this hand. Yeah, I can also stop cross out. Can negate with trap too. I don't think you'd like directly play Lancia to stop cross out, but for the Small World interaction, I guess it does make sense. There's a... How would this interact with this exactly? You'd reveal... You could banish a fairy. Not too sure. I'm guessing it's because it's a fairy. And then they're going to summon Or even because, like, it has 17 attacks, so, like, you could also do something with, like, Meister. But I think they special summon that out right there, right? Yeah, special summon out, and then effect, tribute, summon Mo Yi, and then activate Mo Yi effect, reveal appears. They're going to let that resolve, so special summon out a token, and then they're going to flip goes in there. So now they can only go for water stuff, and then Mo Yi affect the draw. So this is going to draw into a Long Young. And drag it effect. Let's see, do they hit Nib? Nope. They don't hit Nib. Unfortunate. And then go ahead and put those back. I'm waiting for the day for like a Mermail deck or a deck like this to go ahead and actually like hit a Nib off a Dragai. It'd be so nice. Said nice bait. Nah, I sat it in the Nib. If I hit one, you lose. Nah. Oh, trust me. You do. I already know it's set and I can negate that. And even if that's Nib in hand, you can play through. You're going to lose your board as well. I mean, let's say they do hit Nib, right? They go ahead, they bounce goes in. And then they go ahead and like summon out. Yeah, I mean they do have they have Synchro 8 and a Synchro 10 access. This card will be able to like protect itself. But floodgates everything. Yep. So you troll me with that advice. What advice? Nope, just spoke facts. It's unrated. No need to troll. We are going to go on to game 3, and we are going to see Zhang decide to go first. Opening hands, we have Token Collector, Chateau, Madeline, Gozen, and Pet. So this is the one hand trap that they opened. Usually, Zhang can beat this card. Then they have Ash, Mo Yi, Ecclesia, Desires, and Appears. So currently, this is going to be a problem. They're going to activate Desires, and then this is going to go ahead and banish 10. Looking at the banishes, we see like, I guess we only see like one out there. I wonder how many outs the Token Collector they're like actually playing. Draws Judgment and Cycle. And then normal summon, effect, tribute, and then special summon out from the deck a Mo Yi, and then Mo Yi effect, reveal Mo Yi, summon out token, and then activate Token Collector. So that'll summon and destroy. Like everyone says that like Zhang just like folds to this card, and then once people start siding 3 of this card, then Zhang stands no chance. But like my build personally, I play 13 outs to Token Collector, game 2 and 3 going first, and then I also play 3 Prosperity on top of that. And I like to think that Prosperity is like a pretty consistent out since I'm seeing 6 cards off of it because I banished 6. And then I have 13 other cards, so if I haven't already seen one of those, then I see 6 cards out of 35. And odds of seeing it out pretty high. So they're going to activate Appears, and then Appears is going to go grab Long Young. And then set Judgment, set Vessel, and pass. Draws Ash. So in this scenario, they're going up against Judgment and Ash. Normal summon out Madeline. They're going to Judgment that summons, so that's going to go ahead and put itself back into the deck. And then activate Petting. Petting summon, effect, try to special, chain Ash. They could have activated Chateau before going ahead and like doing any of this. Just so that way if they get hit with like, you know, Judgment, Strike, something like that, they could go ahead and like, you know, add back. But maybe they didn't want to like play into the trap harder. Like if you get hit with like sudden shift, they could go ahead and out like the Madolche monster plus Chateau. They're trying to go for Tiramisu, but this takes Madolches. I wish this, well, I guess this card being generic wouldn't actually do too much, but you're gonna go ahead and attack. Actually, it would, because you could go ahead and like make Zeus with that. That'd actually be cool for certain decks, but yeah, they can't do that. So Token Collector and the Madolche are going to come back out. They go back to extra deck. So this is main phase. They're going to go battle phase, attack with Dweller, take the 100, main phase 2, go for Zeus. Said anything I know in hand. Yeah, they have Long Young. Then activate Zeus to wipe. Set goes in. And then pass, draws Nib. Yeah, that's game. Like, Token Collector plus Gozen, pretty strong there. Pretty strong. But yeah, they just had nothing to do. Unfortunate. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the Tenyi build as much as, like, I don't like that build as much as I like the hero build. Even though everyone's like, oh, the hero build, you play like 2 bricks in it, and like, that's really bad, but like, I don't know, those like bricks are your follow-ups too. Like, they're extremely good follow-up. Like, being able to draw 2 and also having like the hero fusion to bring itself back. Like, the hero fusion has won me so many games to where like I play and I get stopped, and then I hero fusion, and then the opponent's like, oh no, like, this card's insane in a simplified game state. Or like the hero fusion can also help you play around Nib. Can also help you play through Nib. Because like if you play into it and you go ahead and like hero fusion, you summon it and then they go ahead and drop Nib, you can chain the hero fusion and like pop your own stuff so that way you still have hero follow up and then you still have like the heroes in graveyard as follow up. Yeah, I like those cards a lot more, and also the hero stuff works a lot better with Ecclesia, and that gives you like more follow up. It's really important that you're not just like throwing everything out turn 1 and just hoping that that end board wins, because you can definitely get punished for that. Sometimes it's not like a bad option though. You know, like more than half the time if you just summon like a big board, you just win. But like either build can really do that. Just wonder how many outs they're actually playing to something like a Token Collector. Just curious, because like this card really is like it is a problem. Like if you don't play enough outs for it, then it can be tough. The Tenyis do help you out it for sure, to an extent. Like Trishula is like somewhat of an out, but not really too much. Like it gets it off board so that way you can like keep summoning out tokens after you get hit with Token Collector. But the Token Collector would have already destroyed a token. So then you have to have like Long Young to keep going. To where like in the hero build, you go ahead and you summon out Trishula, and then because like even the hero build plays one of this, and then like you summon that, and then you summon effect reveal, drop Token Collector, and then you don't even Trishula affect the bounce. You can just go ahead and get rid of like Mo Yi and the monk that you linked into with this, and then go ahead and summon out the Anaconda, and then Anaconda into the hero stuff. But it's cool to see Madolche at least. This deck definitely got a big boost with Crossout, as this deck was like one of those decks that were known for, you know, not having enough starters. They only have 9 starters, the Mageline, the Pet, and the Angeli. And then now they also got Crossout to help protect, and they're getting Small World to have more starters. So I think this deck's actually been getting like huge boosts over time. Even like Prosperity was like a huge boost for this deck, because instead of something like Extravagance where you only get to see 2 cards, you have Prosperity which lets you see 6. So this deck's been getting like subtle but huge boosts for a while now. Yeah, it's definitely a deck that like you have to somewhat know how to play against. I wouldn't say that like you're guaranteed to play against this deck at a tournament, but we've seen this deck like randomly top tournaments throughout like the last like year and a half, and I think with it just getting like a little bit stronger and stronger over time, it's definitely something that more and more people are going to pick up on, or the people that have already picked up on it are going to do slightly better with it, especially at like a start of a format. But we can see that the match was only 22 minutes long. That was pretty quick. And with that being said, the DB Grinder signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.